Hello, Niagara-on-the-Lake. Betty Disero here. I wanted to talk to you a little bit before this weekend and the number of visitors we might have coming up this weekend. As you know, the province on Tuesday opened up retail shops in all over the province, and in Niagara-on-the-Lake we welcome the opportunity to have some of our shopkeepers back in operations, and we will be working with them this weekend to try to sort out how we can support them in terms of their reopening to the economy, and also to try to assist them with actions that we can take as a town to help with social distancing. As well, the province opened up sport fields, and so we now have soccer fields, basketball, baseball fields that are opening up. We are also continue to have our parks open to passive walkthroughs by people, but now we're allowed to picnic or stop and sit, bring a blanket or a chair with you to sit in the park for a bit. And we still have the regulation by the province that this should be done, and you should only be sitting next to family members or people living in your household together. Social distancing is still in effect. We will have parks ambassadors around to try to show and help people the way in which we should be functioning as a community with visitors involved. But it will be almost impossible for us to enforce these regulations by the province. So we're asking people to think with common sense and try to continue to keep their distance when they're in these sports fields or parks. Pools, splash pads, beaches will still remain closed by provincial order, so don't expect to get your feet wet anywhere this weekend. We'll continue to monitor that and enforce that. With respect to areas which we know will be more crowded on the weekend, we're asking people to continue, particularly residents and citizens of Niagara-on-the-Lake, to continue to follow the provincial and federal rules of stay at home, and if you cannot stay at home and must go out, keep a physical distance of 6 feet or 2 meters when you can. And now we are collectively federal, provincial, regional, and municipal governments asking you that if you cannot ensure or feel comfortable that you'll be able to keep 6 feet, 2 meters distance away from others, please wear a mask. If you see me on Queen Street on Saturday, because I'll be out and about to look to see what public behavior is in terms of trying to assist the store owners, I will be wearing a mask on Saturday. And I encourage you that if you are uncomfortable about being able to keep that distance, to please wear one as well. Again, the best thing we can do during this time, and particularly on crowded weekends, is to stay at home. So I hope you've been able to get your supplies through the week and spend some time in your garden or walking at a distance in areas from your home, or in areas where you know will not be overcrowded with population. We will not know the outcome of what these slow reopenings will be in terms of impact to the community for at least another 2 to 3 weeks. And we are maintaining our state of emergency until we know what that impact will be. It is so critical that we protect our citizens of Niagara-on-the-Lake, and I wish I could just put a little bubble around everyone, but we can't. And during this crossover period or transition period, when we start to welcome visitors to our town, please be safe. We are opening one more washroom, so not only Courthouse but also Queen's Royal, but you'll start to see the washroom in Simcoe Park open as well. All of this and all of this opening up we received on Tuesday and Wednesday from the provincial government in terms of regulations. It will take some time to get the rules in place, to get our fields groomed and ready for use. So please, I ask you to continue to cooperate and keep your patience while our staff are working hard around the clock to try and get things open and ready for you this weekend. Again, I want to thank everybody for their cooperation and their participation in these rules and trying to keep others safe. Continue to do that. I have such a great respect for our citizens in our town that I will be wearing my mask to protect them from what I will bring with me when I go out. So please do that as well. I also want to just take one moment to recognize Captain Jennifer Casey of the Snowbirds and a great loss to all Canadians in her efforts to bring hope and to all Canadians across Canada when she was one of the people flying across Canada with the Snowbirds. It was an unfortunate and very saddening incident over Kamloops that cost her life. And I just want to take a moment for everybody to remember her in thanks for everything that she has done for our country. So everyone in Niagara-on-the-Lake, have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.